All coming up on National Car Rental Racehorse Digest. Hello again, everyone. I'm Chris Lincoln. Welcome to the Racehorse Digest as we recap the top races and cover the major stories the week in thoroughbred and quarter horse racing. Well, our feature race takes us to Gulfstream Park in South Florida, where the NTRA debuted its champion series for older horses with the Grade 1 Don Handicap. The purse was $500,000, the distance 1 1/8 miles. Let's meet the big field and check the closing betting odds from Las Vegas. Unrolled at 42, Crypto Star at big price, True Luck at 76, Henderson at 129 to 1 with Joe Bravo. Puerto Madero with Kent de Somote with the colors of R.D. Hubbard. 4 to 1 is the second choice. Sir Bear is at 4.5, getting support. The local horse with Jerry Bailey. Barron's at 9 to 1 with George Chavez. First me now at 23, and there's the favorite on the far outside, Silver Charm, 4 to 5 with Gary Stevens. Our feature race, the Don Handicap. Here's Tom Durkin with the call.
And they're off in the Don Handicap. Barron's came out sideways at the beginning and brushed with early warning. It's a little bit lively. Who comes out fast? Puerto Madero has early speed. Sir Bear is right up there. Gary Stevens has taken Silver Charm off the pace, and he's tucking in behind the battle up front. Into the first turn, a little bit lively. And Sir Bear right alongside. Early warning, 3 wide. Frisbee now is caught 4 wide. And Puerto Madero has been guided to the inside by Kent de Somote to run in 5th position. Willing's alongside him. He's 6-5-3. And then it's Barron's running in 7th. True Luck is 8th. Silver Charm is 9th. It's 10 lengths from the lead as they begin that run down the backstretch. Then it's Henderson. Break up about 9 lengths back to Unruled. And Crypto Star is allowed to just loaf along in the early going. Scorching first quarter. 23-1. Excruciating half. 46 3/5 seconds. It is a little bit lively. And Sir Bear, they're really going at it here on the front end. Frisbee now is running in 3rd. Puerto Madero has been in close attendance to this sharp pace. 3 lengths back. And Barron's is asked for his run as they move into the far turn. And still, Silver Charm, he's left with a lot to do. 3 furlongs to go. He's 10 lengths behind. They're moving toward the top of the stretch. It's a little bit lively. And Sir Bear, they continue to slug it out. A big move on the turn for Silver Charm. He's 5 lengths from the lead. But here comes Puerto Madero. And Barron's is moving on the outside in the field. Turning for home here in the Don Handicap. Puerto Madero driving up on the outside to engage Sir Bear and a little bit lively. And then it's Barron's running in 4th. Silver Charm on the far outside is 5th. Henderson, it is Puerto Madero. Puerto Madero is going to do it. He leads by 3 with Barron's, and Silver Charm not today. It is Puerto Madero, a 3-length winner. Barron's finishing 2nd, and it's close for 3rd.
R.D. Hubbard, star from Chile. Puerto Madero pulls off the upset in the Don, beating Barron's by 2 3/4 lengths. The favorite Silver Charm just getting up for 3rd. Puerto Madero is a 5-year-old trained by Richard Mandela, ridden by Kent de Somote. They say he'll run next in the $5 million Dubai World Cup on March 28th. After the Don, we got these comments from the winners and the losers.
Quite frankly, I was quite confident after about midway down the backside. The horse had gotten to a fluid, effortless stride, and at about the 3/8 pole, I looked back to see if anyone was coming, let it be Silver Charm or anyone, and at that point there wasn't any, and I just bided my time another 150 yards, and at that point pushed the button, swung him out and pushed the button, and he had the right answer.
I was having to use a lot of encouragement down the backside to just hold my position, and really wasn't full of confidence going down the backside. I knew we had a lot of work to do to catch up to the lead pack. He made a little run the final 3/8 of a mile, but just not his normal run that he makes, and showed a lot of heart and to finish up 3rd, but not one of his better races. He pulled up sound and lived to dance another dance.
Well, the pole position was the factor, but at the same time, we have to take care of him. We can't, you know, if he could have sent him whipping, you know, going early, you know, running really fast, then that's hard on a horse. You don't want to get exhausted. That's when they get hurt. And so we didn't, you know, Gary knows the horse. He's not going to put him through something that's, you know, it just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. So he was just, you know, trying to pick up the pieces at the end and salvage something out of it. But he knew he was in trouble around the first turn.
National Car Rental Racehorse Digest is brought to you by National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. the American Quarter Horse Association, serving the American quarter horse racing industry and America's horse. And by Walmart, winning the world over.
Work piling up. Let's go. That's the perfect time to declare a national holiday. National Car Rental is declaring every day a national holiday. Let's go. With our great holiday rates, you can escape to the slopes. Let's go. Or the golf greens. Or the tropical beaches. Let's go. So call National Car Rental now. Let's go. And declare your own national holiday. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
Farms, Versailles, Kentucky has the stallion power for the new millennium. Champion Theatrical, leading turf sire of 1998, has sired more than 40 stakes winners and 16 Grade 1 winners with earnings over $33 million. Jade Hunter, with sons and daughters that have earned over $14 million, including current turf star Yardley. And Theatrical son Jerry, who was a Grade 1 winner on both dirt and turf. Brookside Farm Stallions for the new millennium. Theatrical, Jade Hunter, and Jerry.
Hey! We work here in the ESPN, the magazine shipping department. We really love our jobs because, well, we're sending out a free gift to all the new subscribers.
Subscribe now to ESPN the magazine and get 26 issues, a year's worth for just $1 an issue. That's 66% off the newsstand price. And with your paid subscription, you'll get your very own ESPN the magazine sweatshirt, absolutely free. Call now, 1-800-504-6644.
Own a professional sports team at a bargain price. Get into American Quarter Horse Racing. Experience the excitement of your very own runner competing in your colors. Then invite your envious friends to join you in the winner's circle. Visit your star players anytime you like, and they'll never ask for a raise. So dig in, hang on, and let the dirt fly. The AQHA can get you started with free information. Call 1-800-414-RIDE.
As we move into the second month of 1999, let's give you an update on the money. Leading thoroughbreds, Puerto Madero with the big first place check of the Don jumps to #1, followed by Dixie.com, Silver Charm, General Challenge, and Big Jag. You'll be seeing them later in the show. Well, on Sunday, the NTRA and ESPN debuted the new National Car Rental racing to the Kentucky Derby Series, the Grade 2 Hutcheson Stakes at Gulfstream Park. 3-year-olds going 7/8 of a mile for a $150,000 purse. The field of 7 featuring the undefeated Bet Me Best, ridden by Jerry Bailey, and spectacular mid-stakes winner, Texas Glitter, along with Cat Thief.
And they're off. San Gennaro comes away first toward the inside. Texas Glitter, Bet Me Best is there. And toward the outside, September Desert, the field moving up the backstretch now. And it is Bet Me Best who's out in front. Texas Glitter is going to run with them right from the beginning. And the speed duel is right from the start. September Desert on the outside. Third, Silk Broker is fourth by 2. Down toward the inside, Darley Man, then San Gennaro. And Cat Thief is the trailer. Cat Thief is 9 lengths away from a torrid pace. A head-to-head first quarter in a sizzling 21 3/5 seconds. Spectacular first 2 furlongs here. Texas Glitter and Bet Me Best, and they are going at a rolling pace into the turn. September Desert trying to stay with them. 5 lengths back to Silk Broker. Cat Thief now advances. He's still about 8 lengths from the lead. The half in an unbelievable, mind-boggling 43 3/5 seconds. It is Texas Glitter and Bet Me Best. A spectacular display of speed here. They have pulled away from the field by 6 lengths. On the outside, Cat Thief now hitting his best ride as the field turns for home. Texas Glitter and Bet Me Best in an unbelievable struggle here. A test of will to the wire. Bet Me Best on the outside got a short lead. Texas Glitter is game and determined. He's at the rail. Cat Thief will be third. Down to the finish. Texas Glitter, Bet Me Best. What a horse race. Here's the finish. A photo finish that doesn't deserve a loser.
It was like a Belmont Stakes flashback. Lieutenant Elliott Walden, Bet Me Best on the outside, gets the nod in the photo finish. His 15-2 hands high. Gelding is undefeated, a perfect 6 for 6 now. The same owners as Victory Gallop, Jack and Art Preston. Recently purchased Bet Me Best in partnership with Danny Collins and Bill Kasner. Jockey Jerry Bailey on Bet Me Best coming into the winner's circle. Time for the 7 furlongs, 122 3. Jerry talked about the fast fractions.
it was faster than what I thought, and I didn't think we'd go 8-1. I thought we'd go probably 9-1. So that's about 5 lengths faster than I thought we were going to go. But as it turned out, you know, the horse on the lead was the horse to catch and the horse to beat. And Cat Thief really didn't show up like I thought he would.
Bet Me Best Texas Glitter won a horse race in the Hutcheson Stakes. To the West Coast now, 3-year-olds at Santa Anita in the Grade 2 $106,500 Santa Catalina Stakes. Only 5 started in the mile and a 16th race, including trainer Bob Baffert's General Challenge. He's second in the Golden Eagle colors.
They come into the quarter pole, and Buck Trout is finding more on the lead. General Challenge only a half a length back in second. Mr. Broadblade trying to get involved third. They straighten for home. Buck Trout at the rail, but General Challenge is now let loose. He lengthens his stride and hits the front as they run past the 8th pole. And it's General Challenge now inching away from Buck Trout. And General Challenge now cocking his ears as he comes home impressively. General Challenge romps in the Santa Catalina.
John and Betty Maybe have Derby dreams with their big homebred General Challenge. Jockey Gary Stevens had the ride on this promising colt whose sire is General Meeting. Trainer Bob Baffert calls this chestnut a freak. Says he can run all day given his breeding. General Challenge is undefeated in 3 lifetime starts. Buck Trout and Eddie Delahousse got up for the 2nd spot, but keep an eye on this one, General Challenge. Back to South Florida now on Monday. I want to show you an allowance race from Monday there. As Nick Zito entered his Champagne Stakes victor, the Groom Is Red, owned by Boston Celtic coach Rick Pitino. Mile and a 16th allowance. The Groom Is Red just coming in the shot now, number 1.
It is fantastic finish. A narrow lead over Crypto Diplomacy. On the outside here comes Certain. One last trick. Then Positively. The Groom Is Red is taken to the outside. He's hitting his best stride. He's only 5 lengths from the lead now. The field turning for home. Fantastic finish. And Certain has the lead. Fantastic finish. The Groom Is Red coming down the center of the racetrack. Into the final 16th now. It's Certain in front by 3. Crypto Diplomacy. The Groom Is Red has flattened out late. It is going to be Certain. Certain wins it by 3 on the wire.
Certain the winner here as the Groom Is Red finishes 3rd in his 3-year-old debut. The Groom Is Red lasts for 6 furlongs over a sloppy strip. Came out 6 wide in the stretch, closed on the leaders, the top of the lane, but ended up 4.5 lengths back in 3rd place. Still, Nick Zito liked the work by the Groom Is Red, says he's set for the Fountain of Youth on February 20th. Certain in the winner's circle at Gulfstream. Now let's head to New Orleans, the Fairgrounds Racetrack. Saturday, watch number 11. That's breaking from the starting gate. Answer Lively, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile winner of last year, and a big field for the Lecomte Handicap Saturday. We'll pick up the action here with Answer Lively on the outside, and watch for Some Actor.
And they make the turn. Deep Gold, Kutsa. Answer Lively. Now Desert Demon has come on, and on the outside, Some Actor is next by the 8th pole. Desert Demon and next, Some Actor. These two are very tight. Kutsa is next. And now Silver Chadra comes on, but Some Actor wins it by a half.
Look at that payoff. Some Actor at 42-1. With a nose over Desert Demon. Tom Ames training the son of No Actor for owner Jim McInville, ridden by jockey Eddie Martin. By the way, Answer Lively, who finished 7th. Trainer Bobby Barnett says he's going to be okay. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile champ will be back. We'll return with quarter horse racing and look at 2 champions, SLM Big Daddy and Refrigerator.
I called Novum Pharmaceutical Research Services and earned extra money by participating in pharmaceutical tests with new and approved generic medications.
I was given all my meals, stayed in their facilities, and they paid me for it.
The people at Novum were great. Everything went well, and I made over $500.
I'm currently doing a study at Novum. It's so easy, and in just 3 weekends, I'll earn $975.
If you're over 18 years old and in general good health, call Novum at 1-800-756-5227.
Hi, I'm Johnny Angel of Johnny Angel and the Halos. You need a new car or truck? Classic Chevrolet has over 200 future classics in stock. If they don't have it, they'll find it for you with their 24-hour Heavenly Hotline locator. Concerned about money? Over 1,000 customers last year asked, how low can you go? They're all driving new classic Chevrolets. If you tell them Johnny Angel and the Halos sent you, they'll give you a special Halo gift. Right, guys? Classic Chevrolet.
The top hitters on the senior tour gather in Key Biscayne to tee it up in the Royal Caribbean Classic. Coverage begins Friday at 2 on ESPN.
Welcome back on National Car Rental Racehorse Digest with a reminder about next week's show times. Wednesday, 1 o'clock Eastern, our regular time. Replays on Thursday and Saturday morning. SLM Big Daddy was announced as quarter horse racing's 1998 world champion. It further enhanced the reputation of the age gelding division as the most competitive in quarter horse racing. It also brought back memories of another older gelding who was a multiple champion and ranks as one of quarter horse racing's all-time favorites.
Flying on the outside here, SLM Big Daddy. His exploits last year included the second straight victory of Champion of Champions and back-to-back world titles. Those feats were last accomplished by Refrigerator in 1993 on his way to becoming the sport's all-time leading money earner. Refrigerator's owner Jim Helzer recognizes the similarities between his great champion and SLM Big Daddy.
You know, I think what really reminds me of the Fridge and that horse is his dedication to his work. I mean, he is absolutely all business. You know, no nonsense when he goes on the racetrack, but boy, when he leaves that gate, he is just all business. And, you know, he's very, very impressive and exciting to watch.
During the course of his last campaign, Big Daddy's owners, Steve and Lindsay Mitchell, learned something Helzer already knew. Staying at the top is stressful business.
I pulled out the old racing journal. The article, it was March of '96, Refrigerator Revisited. And Jim Helzer made a quote in there because people kept telling us to relax all year, just enjoy it. And so I thought maybe Steve and I were a little bit crazy because it was hard, very nerve-wracking. And Jim Helzer made the comment before Refrigerator's second Champion of Champions that it was, he said something like, it was a very long, long day, very tough, just very hard day. And that's basically what the whole year's been like before every race.
But neither owner would trade their championship experience for anything. In fact, Refrigerator's retirement from the track doesn't mean he's lost his competitive spirit.
We put the Fridge in rope horse training the middle of December. So, you know, our goal is to make him a supreme champion, you know, and you know how feasible that is, I don't know, but he's mellowed out a good bit. So the last report, he was making progress, but he's a grand man.
Now, to put this in perspective, that would be the equivalent of making it to the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's both a pitcher and a hitter. So while the Fridge ropes in 1999, SLM Big Daddy will be trying to accomplish something his famous predecessor could not. Climb to the top of the mountain for a third straight time.
For more information on the Racing American Quarter Horse, the AQHA has provided this toll-free number, 1-800-414-RIDE. Now, the older thoroughbreds race at Santa Anita, New Orleans Fairgrounds, and Aqueduct in New York. That's straight ahead on the Racehorse Digest.
Vacation travelers know that when it comes to renting a car, there's really only one place to go. National Car Rental. Especially if you're going to Disneyland's new Tomorrowland. Because as the official car rental company of the Magic Kingdom, National gets you in your car and on the road fast. For a family vacation you'll never forget. So what are you waiting for? Let's go to Disneyland's new Tomorrowland with National Car Rental.
Turn on to the tradition, come and feel the good times roll. We've been around this track a time or two.
Our 127th season rolls on this week at the fairgrounds. Post time Thursday through Monday is 12:30. Join us as our best season yet continues at the fairgrounds.
The rhythm keeps on racing like it always has. And all that jazz.
If you can do this, you can make wood beautiful with Minwax. And if you can do this, you can give wood lasting protection. Turning a house into a beautiful home is as easy as turning to Minwax.
If you're not talking to your kids about drugs, who do you think is?
And what do you think they're saying?
Be the voice they listen to.
Talk to your kids about drugs and alcohol. Talk, listen.
Stay involved.
Keep the American Quarter Horse reigning supreme by carrying the AQHA Designer or Gold Master card, issued by MB&A America, sponsors of the American Quarter Horse Racing Challenge and the Youth World Championship Show. The AQHA Designer and Gold Master card ensures smooth riding and winning benefits. Call 1-800-847-7378 to apply for the MB&A America Designer or Gold Master card, the only cards good enough for America's horse.
We've completed the first month of racing in 1999. Let's take a look at the leading money-earning riders. Alex Solis off to a big start at $1.1 million. Gary Stevens already more than $1 million earned by his mounts. Most of that from Silver Charm. Kent DeSermo on Porto Madero and the Don closing in on the $1 million mark. And David Flores and Jerry Bailey, 4 of the top 5 riders West Coast based. Well, our second race recap begins in Southern California and the Saturday feature at Santa Anita, the Palos Verdes Handicap. That's thoroughbreds 4 and up, going 6 furlongs or 3/4 of a mile. First in this Grade 2 stake, $200,000. It featured the racing rivalry of Big Jag against Kona Gold. Let's pick up Trevor Denman's call of the Palos Verdes Handicap as we check it on some of the older horses.
They turn for home. Kona Gold in the white. Big Jag on the outside. These two come to renew their rivalry. Kona Gold is finding more. Big Jag is tough and stretching him every inch of the way. But Kona Gold digs deep, finds more. Big Jag chases him gamely, and he's coming late. Kona Gold, Big Jag gonna hit the wire together. Whoa, that one's close. Big Jag or Kona Gold could even be at Eddie. Den Swiss Yodeler, Trey Paraiso, and Master of Foxhounds.
Big Jag wins the photo and his first graded stake, a time of 1:08 for the 6 furlongs. Big Jag was undefeated in 1998, winning all 5 of his starts. And last month, he ran second, the second-place finisher here, Kona Gold in the El Conejo. Big Jag is owned by Giulio Solezzi, trained by Tim Pinfield, ridden to victory by jockey Jose Valdivia. Next start for the gelding, the $150,000 San Carlos Handicap. That's set for March 6th at Santa Anita. Now to the fairgrounds in New Orleans for the Tiffany Last Stakes, a $100,000 race for 3-year-old fillies, a mile on the main track. Damian Lucas had the favorite debit account. But watch for Julie Crone of number 7, Boomtown Girl, will pick up the call.
Now to the top of the stretch. Sanave San Juletiquette on the outside. Towards the rail is Show Me the Stage. Juletiquette has the lead. And now Boomtown Girl from dead last circles them all. By the 16th pole, Boomtown Girl in front by 2. And it looks like Humble Rita on for the place.
22-1 long shot. Boomtown Girl prevails in the Tiffany Last. The 3-year-old daughter of Unbridled was ridden by Julie Crone for the Brilliant Stable. Michael Stidham trains the filly, who's been on the board 6 out of 9 starts, including her first stakes win here. Debit account faded throughout to finish in 7th place. Let's go to the Big A in New York now for the Pominock Stakes over the weekend. $60,000 race for thoroughbreds 3 and up at 6 furlongs. It was a cold 32-degree day at the Big A. The favorite, Say Florida Sandy, be looking for racing room here in the pink silks and the big white shadow roll.
5 wide is a Dr. J. They're in the stretch now. The half mile in 45 and 3. And coming through now to get the lead is Say Florida Sandy. On the inside is King Ruckus. Esteemed Friend is kicking in late. On the outside is Dr. J. Now a 16th of the finish. And Esteemed Friend gets the lead. Then Say Florida Sandy, Esteemed Friend wins the Pominock Handicap. Say Florida Sandy was second. Dr. J finished third.
That's Esteemed Friend picking up the first stakes victory of his career. This 5-year-old by Gulch is co-owned and trained by Joe Imperio. Esteemed Friend was purchased at the Keeneland sales for $300,000 as a yearling. Recently, he was second in the Grade 3 Gravesend over the same track. He'll be starting next in the General George down in Maryland. And coming up next, our special tribute to thoroughbred owner-breeder Paul Mellon.
In 1997, Walmack Stallion sired more stakes winners than any other farm in North America. It is bloodlines, planning, and persevering that leads to the winner's circles at racetracks the world over. Retiring to Walmack upon the conclusion of his racing career is multimillionaire and multiple Grade 1 winner Gentleman, a talented grandson of Walmack's internationally renowned sire, Nuria. Walmack, winning the world over.
Turn on to the tradition, come and feel the good times roll. We've been around this track a time or two.
Our 127th season rolls on this week at the fairgrounds. Post time Thursday through Monday is 12:30. Join us as our best season yet continues at the fairgrounds.
The rhythm keeps on racing like it always has. And all that jazz.
Most people have no idea how fast hockey players are.
How fast?
See that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Saw it, man.
How about that?
You didn't do anything.
How about that?
All right, man, just forget it.
National Car Rental Racehorse Digest is being brought to you by National Car Rental. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. And by Alan and Madeline Paulson's Brookside Farm. Let's update the top thoroughbred news story of the week in our Brookside News section. One of the nation's great philanthropists and sportsmen, Paul Mellon, died this past Monday at his Rokeby farm in Virginia. Mr. Mellon was 85 years old and his trainer, Mac Miller, was 71 when they combined to win the Kentucky Derby of 1993.
Sea Hero on the inside up to take the lead. From between horses, that's Personal O. On the far outside, Prairie Bayou is flying. And Wild Gale is right there. But with 70 yards to go, it's Sea Hero. And Mac Miller gets his Kentucky Derby.
Paul Mellon had become the only owner and breeder in the history of thoroughbred racing to win these three trophies: America's Kentucky Derby, England's Epsom Derby, and France's Arc de Triomphe.
But that's kind of a big triple, the Arc and the Derby and the Derby. So I suppose you could say that I think of that as my biggest accomplishment.
Paul Mellon shut down his American racing operation in 1995, leaving the sport with the same class he always showed, and with some words for all of those who, as he did, love the thoroughbred.
Though some may think, and I'll agree, that only God can make a tree, before God thought of trees, it said his mind was on the thoroughbred.
Paul Mellon, dead at age 91.
Mr. Mellon reading that poem he'd written from his own autobiography. Certainly a gentleman and a gentleman. He'll be missed. This Saturday at Santa Anita in the San Vicente Stakes, it's the undefeated Exploit. Right now, the future book favorite for the Kentucky Derby. Trained by Bob Baffert for Bob and Beverly Lewis. He'll face some of the West Coast's best new three-year-olds, including the D. Wayne Lucas trained Yes, It's True, owned by Satish Sanand's Padua Stables, shown here winning the Sapling Stakes. This should be a good one, the San Vicente Stakes, live this Saturday on ESPN, 4:30 Eastern, on National Car Rentals, racing to the Kentucky Derby. And, of course, we'll have the recap of the San Vicente, all the big races for you next week, right back here on the Racehorse Digest. That's Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. Enjoy the San Vicente on Saturday. We'll see you next week on the Digest. So long, everyone.
Ground transportation provided by National Car Rental, the official car rental company of the National Thoroughbred Racing Association.
A great duel in the Hutcheson Stakes as Bet Me Best wins the Hutcheson for trainer Elliott Walden and becomes the top early three-year-old in Florida. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network. Go.com.